There's a group of haters in America, small group, but they've got money, and they've been given permission to post hateful hate speech in subways in America, New York, and in San Francisco. Okay, here's the interesting thing. The subway, the rail authority, has tried to stop these ads because the people that run the subway, they know that these ads are wrong. But for some reason, a court has upheld that this is freedom of speech. So this is another freedom of speech thing where you get to say what you want, even though it's racist. And here's what it says. In any war between the civilized man and the savage, support the civilized man. What a very, very odd ad. I think most Americans, if they saw this ad, they would say, wow, that seems like interesting, strange poetry, kind of cryptic. You know, it doesn't really say much. A very generalized statement pitting the savage against the civilized man. But it reminds me as an American about the way we treated the Native Americans. And savage is that word that you call them when you want to demean them. You know, when we went to war with Vietnam, we equated them to savages and we were the civilized man. In both circumstances, we have regrets and misgivings about doing what we did to the quote-unquote savages who were in fact, some of them, behaving like savages in response to our poor treatment of them. So it's a very odd ad. It doesn't help anybody at this point. Now the next part. At the end of this very odd ad, you're standing in the subway, you're reading this very odd ad, and like, who would place this ad? And you look at the bottom, it says support Israel? What does Israel have to do with, in any war between a civilized man and a savage, support the civilized man? Then it makes you think, Israel? Israel posted this ad. Now, I know Israel didn't do this. It was a group of haters with a lot of money. I don't know how related Israel is, but if I were Israel, I would be protesting this ad because it makes Israel look like an asshole. It really looks horrible. I mean, just the same way Obama wanted to distance himself from that Innocence of Muslims movie, if I was Israel, I would want to distance myself immediately from this particular ad campaign. But it doesn't appear that Israel's done that. This could be the worst thing that has happened to Israel's public image in America in recent history. Because Americans don't know, unless you're a Muslim or a Jew, Americans don't know even what Israel is. It's crazy. With all the things we do with Israel, they have no idea. So they're going to look at this and they're going to see this very odd, cryptic message, which is equating, when you see support Israel, you think, oh, Israel and Palestine. So what they're saying is that Israelis are civilized and Palestinians are savage. Anybody with half a brain knows that generalities like that are never true. They can't be. So it's a lie. It's a big, crazy, weird lie. Then it says support Israel, and you're like, where does that come from? Then at the bottom it has the little throw-in line, defeat jihad. Now, that may resonate with some Americans, but anybody who's educated should know that jihad just means struggle. Defeat struggle. So, again, if I was Israel, I would jump on this so quick and I would distance myself from this, but they haven't. And by the way, this has been a great opportunity for Muslims. You'll see, I'm going to show you some pictures of some Muslims taking this opportunity to use this particular ad campaign as a teaching moment for Islam. And a lot of people have branded this message, this racist message, with stamps that say racist. I'll show you those too. Anyway, I think that this particular insult is so weird and so odd. I mean, if you're an American, non-Muslim, and if you're American, you were raised in this culture, and you saw that ad, what would you think? I mean, I look at it and it's like, ew. The whole thing stinks. Nope, nobody would, in their right mind, would want to be part of this ad campaign. So let me know what you think.